Hi Leos, and welcome to your October 2020 General Tarot Forecast. This is Sky here to talk about the energies coming in for your sign in the month of October. This is an interesting month for you guys, and I feel like things really start to look up in October. So that positivity that you've been looking for a while this year finally starts to amp up in Libra season, which is going to be so nice for you guys because things have been heavy and they continue to be heavy for all of us as we have the very heavy stationary Jupiter, Saturn, and Pluto moving to finally be nice and direct for the last time at the beginning of this month. So I love what I'm seeing for you guys, and especially I love what I'm feeling for you guys intuitively. This is a much needed time of relief for you. And yes, you could accidentally get into some procrastination, or you could accidentally put things off for too long, or you might see that that's been an issue for a while now and choose to fix that. That would be really cool, like really rushing into better productivity. But yes, everything feels really nicely squared away at this point in October. By the time you hit October 1st, it's important to take a sigh of relief. It's important to know that there is still work to be done, that there is still certain things that are not totally perfect, but the important things are squared away by this point in time. That's what I'm hearing for you guys. The vital things, the crucial things. There's something about this area of the zodiac, Gemini, Cancer, Leo, that deals with crucial things or crucial experiences or crucial realizations that are now complete, okay? You're moving into the month right with that High Priestess energy and Ace of Wands as well, so you're really segmenting this shift that you've had with a new creative outlook on life and outlook on spirituality. So yes, it feels really nice. Also, you're having a big transformative shift to moving more quickly with things too. So being able to finish things more quickly, being able to be much more capable with your outlook and output for Leos. It's becoming very external. So seventh house energy of Libra starts to make you focus a little bit more on other people. It feels like you've really developed the internal by this point, and it's time, if not already in Virgo season, for you guys to really start to look outward and to see what else you can do externally, because you've really built, it feels like, it's very foundational new things that have come in for you guys. And as you start to move much more quickly this month, it will be important to optimize. I've been talking about optimization for everybody. And you've got 10 of Wands coming up. Cancer also had it. If you are a cusp of Leo and Cancer, if you have a lot of Cancer in your chart, I would definitely check to that reading because it was an incredible reading. But, it's super possible that you're still carrying too much, or that, the need in Virgo season in September to really let go of dead weight did not really fulfill itself or get completely done. And you can get to like the end of the month of October into Scorpio season and be like, whoa, I'm still carrying way too much weight. But Scorpio, unlike Virgo, does not let us pass if we're still carrying it. Virgo doesn't really care whether we carry it or not, but Virgo just gives an opportunity to really get things in order and to really optimize our weight and what we're carrying. So this could be like body weight too, as it's a tough year for Leo when it comes to the weight of the body. And I don't even mean like being overweight, but the physical form or the material nature of the body. Because again, Leo's a fixed fire sign, so you guys usually have really good body lightness. Okay, so you can move really lightly. You can kind of like feline, very easy for you to navigate, very easy for you to be like coordinated and weightlessly like land on your feet all the time. Not in this year. It's much more clumsy. It's much more heavy. So that's going to become apparent, but it's almost over, and by the time we get to the new year, you're back to your typical weightless, lighthearted self and light-footed self, coordinated self. But that's going to happen through what you do in October. Like, you're really going to start to embrace that again here and get rid of anything that's making you too heavy. So yeah, a diet could be indicated this month, or a more healthy eating. Like if you have noticed any extra pounds coming on, it's important to see for this month because you guys want to really start getting your body in order. Also, if you've noticed any weakness as well, so like muscle weakness, I'm not just feeling like overweight, like having gained weight, but I'm feeling that the calibration or the quickness or the reflexes are a little bit delayed. So I would definitely look towards the endocrine health, so like the health of the thyroid, the health of the immune system, the health of your skin and what's being absorbed into the body? Or is there like something that's slowing you down, something that's way too heavy, eating too heavy of foods? Like, it seems like Virgo season has really bled over for many people. But yeah, I really feel a good success for you guys in this month too. Like, things really do get a lot lighter, comparatively speaking, and things really do start to feel easier and more charismatic, more loving, more natural, as Libra season is super favorable time of the year for Leo. So let's talk about the week to week and what's coming up each week for you guys. In the first week, you guys have the High Priestess rooted down by Eight of Pentacles. And I think that you're really starting to construct a new idea of spirituality. It could be there's a need to really take it slow or to really pace yourself with what you are doing. And that seems to become really spiritual for you guys, as all of the fire signs, Leo, Sag, and Aries, can be like really quick-minded and after quick results, instant gratification, really moving as fast as they can to manifest their desires. And it seems like in this earthy, and airy energy of October, you guys slow it down a little bit and you take it at a better stride, something that's more comfortable, something that's more measured and metered, and something that really changes the game for you. So I definitely want to pinpoint for Leo maybe a bit of an issue with productivity. And it's not that you guys are not productive, but it feels like it's too concentrated at certain times. This is a kind of a fixed sign thing. And again, it's not that you purposefully procrastinate, but on one hand, you need to look at why procrastination has come in. Is it time to maybe change up what you're producing or what you're making because it's too old or too difficult to do in the same way? Like, maybe you're having to latch on to a previous version of yourself to even consider these things. Or on the other hand, is there just a need to enjoy it more in a different way, or to enjoy your creative projects or enjoy your career in a different way and take it slower, do more for less time, more sessions at a smaller output of energy? Could almost be like a spiritual type of growth for you, to see how much more admirable the results of what you create become. Week number 2, Leo, you have Ace of Wands rooted down by Page of Cups. So yes, there's a brand new idea. There's a brand new manifestation. There's a brand new creative focus in the way that you're like showing yourself. Page of Cups is about the way that you show your truth, or the way that you emote, especially. So there's a new creation around that. So new music, new writings, new dreams even coming in. Again, very spiritual, 2 very spiritual weeks. All of a sudden you have an idea of what you want to create. All of a sudden you have an idea of who you can create for, or what you can look to in that process. And that teaches you a lot about yourself. It shows you a lot about the path that you're on and how you want to move forward. Beautiful energy there. Week number 3, you guys have Judgment rooted down by Knight of Swords. So that's really interesting. We've got a lot of things in this reading dealing with speed, dealing with how quickly things come to pass, how you're experiencing maybe the passage of time as well. And this is interesting to me because I've not really gotten a message like this before, but there's a big shift in how you experience the passage of time. Perhaps in the 3rd week, we hit Scorpio season there, which is your fellow fixed sign, which puts things into a more familiar perspective. And you want to maybe get something done quicker. You maybe want to really, again, optimize what you're doing, but it's not at that point so much even about optimization as it is about just looking at your purpose. The Judgment card is not single-handedly about purpose, but that's what I'm getting with this imagery. Allegorically, it feels that you transform in the 3rd week, not so much from like point A to point B, but from looking towards something that's not really right for you to now looking at something in the face that is where the like source energy of the whole formula is for you. And that's what that, transformation is. And that's where you have more life force. Okay. That's where you have more to give. And that's where like that muscle weakness or that weight issue or that, calibration or coordination becomes completely rejuvenated or recalibrated. Okay. So recalibration in the 3rd week, quick moving recalibration with Knight of Swords connecting to that. So week number 4, you guys have 10 of Wands rooted down by the Chariot. That is about, again, how quickly you move through. So now it is less about perspective and it's more about physical movement now. And this came up for Cancer too. So it's like 10 of Wands is like being too held down. It's like being too weighed down, focused on too many things. And as you move your purpose in alignment with this sort of like judgment energy, you'll really start to see what just has no place. And that's because it's going to feel like 10 of Wands. Even the smallest amount of work, even the smallest change in plans revolving around what is not purpose oriented is going to feel like such a trial. So it's important to really start to psychologically cope from what hasn't been right for such a long time and just allow yourself to now move with the Chariot towards what is. So yeah, a physical move for some of you, and emotional relocation for most of you, and perhaps even a new vehicle for some of you, or something very physical. That feels to become much more physical. The third week is more, the first 3 weeks really are more spiritual and more non-physical, but the fourth week brings things into the real world and it kind of tests you. And it really asks, can this new undertone of experience of time or experience of true purpose, can that now start to reflect on the more outer coil? As a Leo, will you allow yourself to bring that in and to really make it real, really start making those plans, really start cementing a more purpose-oriented experience of the present? Okay, because there's a big time factor here, or maybe you can really see the purpose of the future, or you can really see the nostalgia of the past, or where you had purpose in the past, but the present is just like this gray zone, odd thing that's like, which way do I go? And it's like, moving through jello. And that's what really changes, if you would like, at that time. And I think that's an incredible blessing, but be prepared for things, especially by the third week, but moving into the fourth week as well. Knight of Swords and the Chariot. It's like such quick movement. It's such a fast progression. Like things really will change quickly if you would like at that time. So be prepared for that. And without further ado, Leos, I'm going to move into your extended reading now. I do extended readings, and I put the readings on Patreon early and ad-free every month on Patreon, and I do weekly tea chats, weekly forecasts. It's a great way to support the channel. Otherwise, your likes, comments, and subscribes here on YouTube make my day. And I so appreciate the support. Thank you so much. And I will jump over to Patreon now for your extended. The link is below and in the center of the video. Much love, Leos. Bye.